Here's a new problem for us to figure out. 845 divided by 35. Here's how we do it. How many times does 35 go into 845? Let's begin. Look at the first part of the number. We start by looking at the first two digits in the number 845. That gives us 84. When we divide, we go from left to right, just like reading a book. Now, our divisor is 35, that's a two-digit number. So we first check if 35 can go into the first digit of 845, which is 8. But guess what? 35 is bigger than 8, so we can't divide yet. So we look at the first two digits, which make 84. Now we ask, can 35 fit into 84? Yes. So we begin from there. Now, we ask, how many times can 35 fit into 84? Let's test it by multiplying. 1 times 35 is 35. 2 times 35 is 70. 3 times 35 is 105, that's too high. So the best fit is 2 times. We'll write down the 2 above the 84 part of the number. Next, we multiply 2 by 35. That gives us 70. Now subtract. 84 minus 70 leaves us with 14. So, at this point, we have a remainder of 14, and we're not done yet. Bring down the next digit. Now we look at the next digit in 845, which is 5. We bring that down next to the 14 we had. That makes the new number 145. Now we ask, how many times does 35 go into 145? Let's try multiplying again. 3 times 35 is 105. 4 times 35 is 140. We go with 4 times. We write the 4 next to the 2 in our answer. Now multiply 4 by 35. That gives us 140. Subtract again. 145 minus 140 leaves us with 5. So we have a remainder of 5 left over. Final answer. Now we can put everything together. The answer is 24 with a remainder of 5. Let's see what happens when we work through this problem. 768 divided by 24. So we look at the first part of the number. We begin with the first two digits of the number 768. These two digits give us the number 76. Now we ask, how many times does 24 fit into 76? Let's think it through by testing some values. One group of 24 is 24. Two groups of 24 make 48. Three groups of 24 make 72. Four groups of 24 give us 96, which is too much. So the best choice is 3 times. That means we write down the number 3 as the first part of our answer. Now we multiply 24 by 3. That gives us 72. Next we subtract 72 from 76. 76 minus 72 leaves us with 4. So right now we have a small leftover of 4 and we're not finished yet. Bring down the next digit. Now we look at the next digit in the original number, the last digit in 768, which is 8. We bring this 8 down and place it next to the 4 we had. Now, the new number we're working with is 48. We ask again, how many times does 24 go into 48? Let's try. One group of 24 is 24. Two groups of 24 make 48. Perfect. That means we now write down the number 2 as the next part of our answer, right after the 3. Now multiply 24 by 2. That gives 48. Subtracting 48 from 48 leaves us with 0. There's nothing left over, so we're done. Final answer. The final answer to 768 divided by 24 is 32. That means 24 goes into 768 exactly 32 times with nothing left over. Let's work through this problem and learn something new. Divide 672 by 28. Look at the first part of the number. We always start with the first part of the bigger number, that's 672. But we don't try to divide the whole number at once. Instead, let's begin by checking how many times 28 can go into the first two digits, which are 67. Is 28 small enough to fit into 67? Yes, it is. Now, how many times? Let's try a few test guesses. This is part of being smart in math. 1 times 28 is 28. 2 times 28 is 56. 3 times 28 is 84. That's too much. So the best fit is 2 times. We write the 2 as part of our answer. Now let's check our work. 2 times 28 is 56. Now subtract 56 from 67. What do we get? 67 minus 56 equals 11. Good job, we're getting closer. Bring down the next digit. Now look at the next digit in 672. That's a 2. We bring it down next to the 11, so now we have 112. Now we ask again, how many times can 28 fit into 112? Let's test a few guesses. 28 times 3 is 84. 28 times 4 is exactly 112. That's perfect! So we write down 4 next to the 2 we already had. Our answer is growing. Check it again to be sure. 4 times 28 is 112. Now subtract 112 from 112, and we're left with 0. Final answer. No remainder, no pieces left over. We're done. So the final answer to 672 divided by 28 is 24. Remember, long division takes practice. But every time you do it step by step, just like we did, it gets easier and easier. That's it for today. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you in the next video.